What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the Fallout review of Friday Night SmackDown after Money in the Bank, and yeah, this we're gonna be talking about what exactly went down on tonight's episode of the Blue Brand, and most of the stuff that I predicted that actually happened, like first with the with the women's division, except it was like kind of the opposite though. And then also we had Cody Rhodes getting called out by Soul Sikoa for a title match, and then he guaranteed him he's gonna give it to him. But we're gonna get to that later on the video. And we also got a rematch for the WWE Tag Team Championships, which we're going to talk about that later. The only thing different is that we didn't got like an outcome on post-match, but that's okay. It don't have to be exactly like how we predicted in order to be a good show. It was very intriguingly great. Like if that's the best way to put it, of course. But for now, I'm just going to start off with the new Women's Money in the Bank winner, which is none other than the center of the universe and bodybuilding Barbie herself, Tiffany Time herself, let me phrase, Tiffany Stratton. And this is where she got a special introduction from Alicia Taylor, which got Tiffany Stratton got on the mic. That's where then she and said hello to the where they were at tonight. It was, I forget what city they were in, but it is where they showed the recap where she won the briefcase by knocking off Chelsea Green right to the, and this is where she, and it's just like, and this is where she was like, I put your all hands together for your first and youngest, your youngest Money in the Bank briefcase winner in WWE history ever before, and then this is where fans most of the fans were cheering, yeah, you totally deserve that. That's where Tiffany Stratton's and Trish Stratus may have been in her hometown, home, but I was she may have been the hometown girl, but I was the real star of the show at this past Saturday's premium live event. And she's obviously not here tonight and ruin my moment because it's my time. And then this is where she was like, and I don't have to thank Trish for no reason at all. Well, she did not say exactly that, but she was just referring to that, saying like she don't need to thank her, or she don't have to ruin her moment when it's her time to shine. And then this is where then we got Tiffany Stratton continue on the microphone. She was like, and asked for the current women's champion on each brand on both Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Liv, Roxanne, and Bayley. Y'all better watch out because y'all's title reign may be coming too soon to an abrupt end thanks to Tiffy Time here. And she was like, and very, very soon, we're going to be saying, and new WWE Women's Champion, which she was referring to the current Women's Champion. And then we heard Bayley heard her name once when she was in Gorilla, so she just came out there and see what she wants, because that's what you normally do in a wrestling segment. If somebody says your name about 100 times, what if they're calling you out or not? But yeah, if somebody calls you out, then you're gonna try to answer and try to confront them and see what the hell they want. That's what Bayley did right here. That's where Bayley then said, all right, I gotta admit, you congratulations to you, but Tiffy Time, I really don't give a damn what time it is actually right now, but the only thing I care about is to give you some hand advice, because after all, I did win the Money in the Bank briefcase about 5 years ago, to be the exact, in 2019. And then this is where the Tiffany Stratton was she was like 2019, wasn't that 60,000 years ago? And I was like, not exactly, but it's almost a decade old, ever since when the last time she won the briefcase. But now it seems like she don't really need to have that briefcase in order to get a push of a lifetime. After 4 years out of the title, out of being the championship, finally got the chance to become it once again, which he totally deserved it. She haven't held championship gold since then, or maybe even the year after, which was actually 2020, because obviously she the last time she was champion, she lost it to the girl that we can't mention right now. That's in the other company, is the mid-card champion there. But that's another story for another day. But let's talk about Tiffany Stratton. she was like, who gives a damn what happened in 2019? Because 3 years ago, I've been building this building, like building this business to ground up, and now I'm your Miss Money in the Bank, youngest women's Money in the Bank it's briefcase, and like 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 uh like in history of this bit. I mean, in history, and now I could possibly be one of the biggest, be one of the women's champions, the most prestigious prizes in all of sports and entertainment, or just pro wrestling, in this specific one to be exact. Like she said, and I bet while you were at home watching it on TV, eating some potato chips alone, and I was like, Tiffany, this was alone, and this is what she said, like you have zero friends or something like that. Yeah. She had, like I was like, I'm not sure if that's the right term to use. I was like, the only friend that she might have is possibly Mi Chin and Naomi. Well, most likely Naomi. All thanks to her mutual friend group, and I guess like outside of WWE, what made them friends in the company. But yeah, but you get the point. Like, and that's the only friend that she probably has. Like, and also maybe Mi Chin. Like half of her friends probably left and went to the other company. Especially one in particular that's double champion. That's probably not going to be back until for another decade. But yeah, that's like I said before, and I'll say it again. That's another story for another day. But I don't think like she'll be hanging out with those. I don't think she was hanging out with any of those friends when she was watching on TV at Money in the Bank this past Saturday. Perhaps it probably was a best friend, but not like just the ordinary girl, female best friend. More likely a significant friend, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Perhaps a football athlete. I'm just gonna keep it like that. But anyway, this is where Bailey responded back with her saying that. This is where she was like, and this is where then she was like, yeah, you may have won the briefcase, but it seemed like that you're possibly gonna be the first ever woman in history of WWE that's gonna fail a cash in, like just like how Drew McIntyre did this past Saturday or something like that. And I was like, yeah, that could happen, but let's hope it doesn't happen in a way, like because we can maintain like nobody failing a cash in like they did from like 20. I'll say from like 2005 to 2012, yeah, for a good 7-year run of a full, like always being a successful cash in. But until like they have that day, like when it doesn't need a successful cash in, and we can see the first ever woman to fail the briefcase. Let's hope it won't be Tiffany, but that day might come. But let's hope it won't be this year nor next year or whenever. Yeah, whatever year that's not necessary to do a failed cash in. But anyways, this is where then Bailey then this right face to face. This is where then but this is where we got Nia Jackson interrupt the segment. This is where then she. Like you forgot, Bailey. Like you got a match against me in the next 3 weeks. That's SummerSlam. Like the same date where I'm gonna take that championship off your hands. Like and then this is where then she's like and then this is where then she got up on the ring after saying that. This is where then she said what else like. And this is where Bailey was like, "Oh, is that right? Like that? Like you think you're gonna take the championship? Like I'm gonna ask like." Like I don't know who you think you're talking to, Nia. Like, but this isn't NXT Hugger Bailey. This is not NXT Hugger Bailey from 2015 to 2016. Like this is not the 2017 Bailey that you put me on the shelf for about a few months. Like this is mostly and then and it's definitely not the 2019 Bailey like I've been mentioning about when I won my Money in the Bank briefcase. Like this is a totally different Bailey. This is a totally different breed. Like this is and he's like, and this is gonna be the same Bailey. This is gonna be the exact same Bailey that's gonna embarrass you at the biggest party of the summer when I defeat you and remain as my women's championship. And I was thinking to myself, like right now it looks like a 50-50 chance. Like it could be either one of these women. But I'm gonna have to probably put my money on Nia Jax here because they got so much story to tell with her being women's champion, and also we could tease tease a face turn with the women's Money in the Bank briefcase, like if she decides to cash in on irresistible force or something like that. Yeah, like I can see that happening, and then we can see that's how they will push what's her name, the center of the universe, Tiffany Stratton, like all the way up to the top. But yeah, that's where and then this is where the Bailey's like, and that's where she got where from. Like, except she was hypothetically speaking, she was like, "What to say hypothetically if you did beat me? Like, you got a little, you will probably have a little tippy problem." And Tiffany, like, what's gonna happen? Are gonna cash in on our good old friend Nia Jax? Like she and like after all, like she had a little PTSD from the last friend that turned on her when it comes to a women's championship, which was 6 years ago. Especially like I'll say, I can see where she was getting from, because like the last time when Nia Jax was the champion, it was the cause of a breakup of a friendship between another blondie women's wrestler, which that's possibly going to be making a return in the next perhaps like a couple of months, like anytime after SummerSlam. But anyways, this is where we got Nia Jax. Like, I get it. Like, you're not the exact same Bailey. Like, I'm not sure. Like, You're not the same Bailey from 2017. Like maybe the B. Maybe the B. What did she said? What she said? Like, what she was like, you may not be the hugger that injured the 27 before your SummerSlam match in 2017 when you try to get that your championship match. BOL Bailey or something like that. That's what she said while looking right behind her, like right down below, which we all know what she was referring to. Like maybe a reference to what Julius Creed said about how big, their ends are, both Bailey and Nia's ends are, if you know what I mean, like what he said, and he kind of got criticized for mentioning it, but it's where it got a funny pop, like where Bailey even was trying to stay in character, but she couldn't help it. This is where the Nia Jax didn't say, like, I don't know what you're trying to prove here, Bailey, like between me and Tiffany, like I have no problem with Tiffany, unlike you. She's like she's just my personal Barbie doll. And this is where then Tiffany's like, yep, that's right. Like, I always will. And this is where the Nia Jax. But Bailey, you're not no damn toy. Like, you're my victim. And what I'm gonna do, triple times worse than I did to you 7 years ago. And I was like, man, what is up with them bringing up Bailey about the past from like the last 5 to 7 years ago when she got injured and when she won the Money in the Bank briefcase? But yeah, like I'll say, and yeah, she's none of those baby faces that she was before, like the hugger like version, like which the last time was 5 years ago. The last time she was that, she's more of a role model badass, or I don't know what to say. I'll say she's more of this anti-hero badass kind of character. Well, I'm not sure about the anti-hero kind of character, but more likely just a complete badass is a baby face, I should say. Yeah, but this is where we got Nia Jax. They say like, I'm gonna victimize you, and like I'm gonna victimize you, and this is where then she's like, and I'm gonna be your new women's champion, and I'm also remaining as your queen of the ring as well. That's where she pushes off Bailey, but Bailey did not take that. This is where she tried to go for a right hand, but this is where Tiffany stopped her. But this is where Bailey was like, okay, like if you want to get involved, you can get some too. Tiffany, she hits her with a right hand. This is where she gets attacked by what's her name, Nia Jax. This is where she start trying to choke her right up on the ropes by putting her neck right on with her arm. This is where Tiffany started shouting at her, saying like that's what you get for messing with Tiffy here. And this is where then we got Mi Chen came out to help out and hitting both Tiffany and Nia with the kendo stick. And this is where we got a match between the Mi Chen wrestler and the Irresistible Force up next. And I was thinking to myself, like, I thought it was going to be a tag team match here, but no, I guess they're going to probably save that for another date. Or maybe they should have, like, Naomi and Bailey against Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. That wouldn't sound like a bad idea. But, yeah, let me know in the comments below who's going to be your predictions on the SummerSlam card between the role model and the Irresistible Force. Yeah, which it could be either one. In my opinion, I think it's going to probably be Nia Jax in a way. Even though I wish it could be Bailey, because she could still remain as women's champion for a little while, like because she Like she haven't had a decent reign in like over 4 years. Like what she's having right now. And that was when the one that's currently holding the Jacksonville-based promotions women's mid-card title was still in the company, holding that belt that Bayley's holding, while she was holding the belt that's now is the women's world championship, while they were women's tag team champion at the same time. But yeah, like I said before, I'll say it one more time. Yeah, that's another story for another day. But anyways, we're gonna get to the Michin versus Nia Jax match, but this is what. And it is where then we got Byron. But before we did got the match, is where Byron Saxton started asking questions about her getting thrown off the ladder this past Saturday. But this is where she was like I don't want to speak to you, Byron. The only person I want to speak is Sir Nicholas. Like, this is not right. Like, I demand a rematch clause. I can get that money back briefcase. Like, so if you excuse me, Byron, go freaking away or something like that. This is where then he then asked questions to Piper. He was like. He's like, well, I wanted to have a couple words from you, Piper. This is Piper's like, what? Like, did you heard my friend Chelsea here? Like, go on, like, beat it. Like, find another wrestler to bother with. Like, this is where the Byron's like, okay, like, I'm gonna go. This is where the Piper Niven was like, yeah, that guy just gets on my nerves. And this is where I believe her shouting made her neck be more painful than it already was. Like, well, at least in kayfabe, of course, because there was no reports that she's legitimately injured. Like, this probably just a skit right here. But let me know in the comments below when she's gonna, how long she's gonna be like this in storyline perspective. And let me tell you a little spoiler here. Unfortunately, Nick Aldis wasn't here tonight. I'm not sure what was the reason why he wasn't here, but we're going to probably get to that in just a moment. But this is where we got the match starting with both Michin and Nia playing wrestling tennis until Nia tossed Michin right to the upper right side. But this is where she gets kneed right to the back. This is where we got Michin try to go for a guillotine choke. But this is where Nia Jackson grab onto her, trying to go for like a spine buster-like maneuver. But this is where we got her picking her up, tossing her face first right onto the canvas. This is where then we got Michin start hitting left, then right, then a Pele kick. This is where we got Nia Jackson still standing. This is where we got her trying to go for a tornado DDT, but Nia tossed her into a flapjack. This is where then she goes run to the left side with Michin's face was still on the ground. She gets elbow right into her back. Where Tiffany's like, yeah, this is too easy. Like, Nia's gonna win this. And I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, she is gonna win this, but I not so easy though at the same time, because Michin is still not a punk, and she's not just she's not a punching bag whatsoever. This is where we got Nia Jackson put her bum right into the back of Michin's head. This is where then she started pushing it right onto the back of her head. This is where she started hitting face first right onto the ropes and started choking her with it, like with her backside, obviously. This is where then we got Nia then going for a stomp right into the midsection, starts stomping on her, like, pop, 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 pop. And then this is where she tripped her right over. This is where she tried to go for a running bum attack, I guess you could say, where she successfully hit right into her face. This is where then she took a page out of her, I'm not sure, uncle or cousin Rikishi, and started doing it for the stink face. Like, yeah, like I should know she was going to do that. Like, I believe any Samoan wrestler besides Roman Reigns and The Rock would do this maneuver. Like, yeah, because it's a common, I guess, Fatu and Hawaii thing. Most likely Fatus. Like, but even though, like, we got Nia Jax, like related to, like, mostly like the Mayavias and the Hawaii side, more likely than the Fatus. But she's still kind of related to them, all thanks to on Rikishi and them's mom's side, like is the Hawaii side. But anyway, this is where we got Bayley was cheering on her new friend Michin. This is where she's like, come on, you can do this. Like get back up. This is where Michin got back up, started hitting some roundhouse kicks and then some right hands. This is where she went to the right. But as she gets close by Nia Jackson to a full body length. A full-length body clothesline, I guess you could say. This is where fans start saying, you still suck, you still suck. And what wrestler they said that to, like, even though they had They did achieve a big achievement and that they deserve, but they still think they still. I cannot remember right now, but this is where they start cheering on like they did that to some wrestler I can't think of right now. But this is where fans. That's where Nia Jax's like, oh, shut up. Like, I don't need y'all support anyways. This is where then she starts stomping onto Michin. This is where she starts stomping the back of her head. This is where then she starts going for a Cobra clutch onto Michin, trying to make her tap out that way. But I think that move is not going to work because if it's not her signature or finisher, like, I don't think it's going to put not even Michin away. This is where she got splashed on by what's her name, by Nia Jax. This is where did she start making poking fun of Bailey with her own rear end. I was like, it seemed like that she was referencing Brutus Creed even more because we heard that Brutus Creed said something something about something is bigger than Bailey and Jax's, you know what? Well, I'm not sure if I should say it. It's kind of inappropriate. And it'll be very weird for me to say that. I'm not a certain football player that plays for the 49ers. So why I need to say it. But anyways, this is where we got Nia Jax to go for a hip attack, but this is where Michin dodges out of the way. This is where she fell right to the left side, actually. This is where she goes for a swift kick, right? But this is where she grabbed her right on her leg. This is where she put her right into an electric chair position. This is where she hits her face first, right onto the Michin wrestler, and then she hits a big clothesline. This is where Nia Jax is like, take that, women's champ. And this is where then Tiffany Stratton's like, all hail the queen. That's what Tiffany Stratton said about Nia Jax. This is where what's her name, Nia Jax, like, go crazy on that biscuit, iced tea, chicken hot cakes. And then this is where then she brought her back in the ring after she clobbered her with that tackle. This is where we got this is where the Nia Jax tried to go for a big elbow drop next, but this is where Michin move out of the way. This is where Bailey started slapping onto the apron. This is where, come on. All right, get up. And this is where then we got Michin got back up. This is where she tried to hang. But this is where we got an elbow strike by Michin. This is where then she hit it again, hit her move right at it again, like if she was Britney Spears. This is where then she went right to the top corner ropes. This is where then she goes for a missile drop kick. This is where we got Nia Jax bounce right back. This is where we got Michin then go for a right hand. It's where she tried to Irish whip Nia right into the upper left, the upper corner rope, but it's where she tossed her right into the bottom left side of the turnbuckle. It's where she tried to hit her with a tackle, but it's where she gets kicked right in the face. It's where we got Michin to go for a mid-rope Hurricane Rana. This is where we got Michin to hit a missile drop kick, sending her right to the upper right side. It's where Michin was like, oh, yeah, now it's time for a big shooting ball coming out, which was a cannonball right into Jackson's face. This is where Michin to go for a pin, but it's where we got Nia kicks out of Mia Yim's pinfall. This is where Mia Yim's like, how did she kick out of that? I was like, if I didn't know who was gonna win this match, by a hunch, I'll probably would be more shocked than I already was. But this is where, but it is how it is, because we all know that this is the totally a scripted spot right here, or scripted match, I should say, because we all knew who's gonna win and who's gonna be gaining some momentum out of this victory. This is where we got Michin then going up right up in the upper right side next. This is where then she tried to go, I believe, a 450 splash, but this is where, or I'm not sure what splash it was, because Nia Jackson hit her with a right hand right into the face of the female OC member. This is where then we got Nia Jackson grab onto the Michin wrestler. This is where then she hit her with a gorilla press body slam right off the top. This is where she hits a running senton, but this is where Mia Yim moved right out of the move right on top. This is where we got Tiffany Stratton to try to create a distraction to saying hey, I want to tell you what time it is, and then it's very important. This is where the referee's like, oh, I already said this. Even if you weren't being a distraction right now, I don't want to hear it, because it's starting to get more annoying if you keep bringing it up over and over again. If it's Tiffy time, we all know it is. And this is where the Bailey's like, don't worry, I'm gonna make sure that it's role model time. and then I'm gonna roll over Tiffany Stratton right over to the hardest part of the ring, which she did. She rolled her and hit her face first, right onto the apron. This is where she tossed her and rolled her right into the upper corner barricade, I should say, or Barry's tombstone of the barricade. This is where it helped out Mi Chin for at one stint, and she hit a missile drop kick right onto the midsection of Nia Jax. She hits back first right into the upper left side corner turnbuckle. She turned into a tornado DDT off that corner. This is where then Mi Chin then try to go for a cover, but this is where we got Nia Jax only got a 2.999 count. This is where the fans are like, what? Like, that looked like a 3. This is where Mi Chin said, like, sugar honey iced tea. Like, are you serious? Like, it looked like a 3. Like, this is where referees are positive. Like, it looked like a 3, but it was only at 2.9. This is where we got Mi Chin was like, all right, like, I got to give it all I got. This is where like she kind of made a mistake here because she did not know what move she would hit. I would have suggested her hitting that wrist lock boot jig maneuver that she normally do. But this is where she runs right up in the upper corner. But this is where she got picked up on the shoulders and got hit with the Samoan drop. This is where we got Nia Jax, drag her right to the bottom right side, hit her with the Annihilator, got the 1, 2, 3, and the winner of this match, Nia Jax. And I want to give Nia Jax a big congratulations. And yeah, I'm not sure what match of the night I should put it in. Maybe, I guess, second place. Because, yeah, this was pretty interesting building up to the women's championship match. And it's showing that Nia Jax is possibly going to be the one to dethrone the role model. But we're going to have to wait and see in the next, 22 days, I guess, because it is going to be 3 weeks from now, like a week, 3 weeks from this Saturday, which is tomorrow. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below. And also, we got a post-match beatdown. Bailey tried to help out, like in the I scratch your back, you scratch my back kind of situation for Mi Chin, because she helped her out. She timed the return of the favor, but it got the better of her. I put the helpful need because this is where Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton outnumbered her. This is where they threw her right to the upper right side. This is where we got Nia Jax hit a big devastating splash onto the women's champion. Tossed her to Tiffany Stratton. She hits the spin around spine buster. It looked like a pop up double A spine buster. This is where Tiffany Stratton got back up. Like, this is where did she stand up tall? This is where she gave a huge high five or a tag or whatever move because Nia Jax put her hand out. This is where we got Tiffany Stratton slap it. This is where she ran right to the left side, hits that annihilating leg drop right onto the throat of Bailey, knocking her out. This is where Tiffany Stratton said like, yeah, like nobody, like, yeah, she shouldn't have messed with us. This is where Nia Jax is like, all hail the queen. And she was like, an all hail the right hand woman, I guess you could say, because that's how Tiffany Stratton's like. She's like her little hench woman, I guess you could say, into this angle, like with this new alliance. This is where Nia Jax like, all right, let's go get something to eat. Like, I'm starving. This is where Tiffany Stratton's like, I'm right behind you. But I forgot one more thing. Like, I'm gonna grab something. Like, I grabbed like whatever it was. Like, maybe it was her purse, I guess you could say, which is a long time last time I saw her. That's where Nia Jax realized this, and she was like, wait, you don't have a purse. This is where Tiffany Stratton was about to cash in her briefcase, and Nia Jax realizes, like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you're like I thought you're not gonna cash in on the women's championship, because this is the championship I'm gonna be winning. This is where Tiffany started. Oh, I was not doing anything. I was trying to ask the referee, like, get my purse, and then this is where she was like, oh, you better. Like, and why would you give him your briefcase? So I grabbed my purse, of course. Like, and this is where she was like, okay, like, whatever you say is like, as long as you're not cashing in that briefcase, really. And I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, like, keep continuing to tease this, like, until when the day comes, which I think she should hold on to that briefcase for a very long time, and perhaps beat Carmelo's reign as champion. And then Money in the Bank's gonna be only like, not Money. WrestleMania 41 is not going to be until like the end of April. So, yeah, might as well keep her having that briefcase until the show of shows. And then if Nia Jax does retain that championship and she holds that title until Mania, this is where we could give Tiffany Stratton her moment by cashing in onto Nia Jax, turn babyface, and finally win the WWE Women's Champion. Like, and that's the best way to push her to the moon into the main event scene. And do you want to see that? Let me know in the comments below. And also, she will beat Carmella's reign, even though it's a kind of a meaningless reign to have, and as women's Money in the Bank briefcase, but just something that will help out her, like breaking records and also achieving goals at the same time, like in a win-win situation kind of thing, which I see what WWE's doing right here, like in. And hopefully it turns out to be a foolproof success. But anyways, this is where we got Niak's cousin, Sol Sikoa, got on the screen next. This is where then he was like, yeah, like he said, like, family, got to do what family got to do. And then and they acknowledge me. Like Jacob, Tong, and this fan, like, has been ruling the royalties of Island of Relevancy for decades now. And they know who exactly their tribal chief is. Like, and this was and Cody Rhodes will indeed acknowledge me too. And then this is where we got Jacob Fatu puts that. What's that chief necklace around his neck? This is where then we got This is where we got Baron Corbin then got into the ring, got in the ring to get ready for his match with Apollo Crews. And I was like, I would never thought that Baron Corbin would never be a babyface anytime soon. Maybe I was thinking that he could be a babyface, like from the last couple of years, like when he was broke ass Corbin, like when he was playing that poor homeless character, and then until he turned to Happy Corbin, and then also last year when he was in a feud with Braun Breaker until he eventually teamed with him. But it looked like they were about to turn babyface even then, but they decided to keep them as heels because it looked better as in the bad side rather than the good side. But yeah, like why not like turn him babyface now? Like if he did everything that he needed to do other than winning a world champion as a heel, like you might as well just turn him into a face and see what that's like. And it's seeming very, I'll say, it's kind of very decent in the moment, like with him in this minor program with Legado del Fantasma, aligning himself with Apollo Crews. And it seemed like they need a third guy to make this like a 6-man tag feud. But this is where they start advertising. This is where they got an advertisement of like, I won't say advertising, more likely of them achieving like about 40,000 fans in attendance of watching the women, the both men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder match and other stuff on the premium live event, which they were maybe showing like that. It was that match was the highest. The women's match alone was the highest viewed match in all of WWE. This is where then we got Byron Saxton to start interviewing Andrade, like what's next of El Idolo. This is where he's like, and this is where he said the people have spoken. This is where then Carmelo Hayes like, oh really? Like the people have spoken to you. And this is where he's like, and then this is where he said like, well, like the people have spoken saying that you need a match, like exactly like I have been getting like ever since I joined SmackDown, and people need to start realize who the real guy is. Like I'm the first round drop pick, and this is where then this is where he's like, and I'm the first round draft pick. Like I'm a former NXT champion, NXT North American champion. I'm the biggest deal in this company. Let's talk about it, Byron. And this is where Andrade's like, he's like, I'm in the interview, right? This is where Carmelo's like, of course, like, why you? And then this is where it's like, again, as I was saying before I got interrupted. As what you were saying, Byron, I meant to say, he said like to the backstage journalist. This is where he's like, what you want to talk? What you want to talk about? This is where then we got Byron saying, okay, like I was asking what's next for Andrade, and then this is where Andrade's like, like what's next for me, the El Idolo, next thing is me, El Idolo versus him. And this is where then Carmelo Hayes took off his shades like, oh yeah, what's that supposed to mean? Like him? Like I'll show you him. Like